Exciting new information about the next Battlefield game has emerged from Battlefield Labs, a dedicated playtesting environment for refining gameplay. This update, posted on the official Battlefield Reddit, provides insights into the current testing phase. However, due to a strict NDA non-disclosure agreement, participants are not allowed to discuss or share details, record gameplay, or stream footage. The primary goal of these tests is to evaluate server performance and improve core gameplay mechanics. Despite the NDA, information has already started to leak, and we now have a better idea of what's being tested. In this deep dive, we'll go over the latest details from gunplay and movement improvements to the broader implications of Battlefield Labs for the future of the series. New concept art and setting clues. Alongside the gameplay update, a brand new piece of concept art has been revealed. It showcases modern military forces moving through a building, possibly hinting at an environment from the game's multiplayer maps. This location might have already been teased in a previous gameplay trailer, but for now, details remain scarce. Visually, the concept art suggests a return to a grounded, tactical military setting. While it doesn't reveal much, it gives us an idea of the tone and atmosphere the developers are aiming for. Given Battlefield's history of blending large-scale warfare with tactical team play, this could signal a return to a more strategic combat experience. Battlefield Labs, a new approach to playtesting. The introduction of Battlefield Labs represents a shift in how DICE and EA approach game development. The lab serves as a controlled environment where the developers can test and refine specific gameplay mechanics before full-scale implementation. According to the Reddit post, the first wave of testing is focused on two core aspects: gunplay mechanics, adjustments to shooting, recoil, and responsiveness; movement system enhancements, improvements to soldier movement and interaction with the environment. By refining these mechanics early, the developers hope to deliver a smoother, more balanced gameplay experience at launch, something that past Battlefield titles have struggled with due to rushed releases and technical issues. Gunplay overhaul, more skill-based combat. Gunplay has always been a defining aspect of Battlefield, and Battlefield Labs is being used to fine-tune shooting mechanics, weapon handling, and responsiveness. Key gunplay changes. More realistic recoil feedback. Weapons now have predictable recoil patterns, allowing players to develop muscle memory for different guns. This means each weapon will feel unique, and experienced players can master their aim over time. Improved input responsiveness. One of the biggest complaints about Battlefield 2042 was input lag, particularly at launch. The new game addresses this by reducing the time delay between pressing the fire button and bullets appearing on screen. This will result in more responsive shooting mechanics, making it easier to hit moving targets. Consistent weapon handling across platforms. With the introduction of a 60 Hz server tick rate, the game servers will update player actions more frequently, ensuring a smoother experience across PC and consoles. This should reduce hit registration issues and improve combat consistency. Gun-specific playstyles. Each weapon will feel distinct, with different recoil, accuracy, and firing characteristics. Players will need to adjust their playstyle, depending on the gun they choose, adding more variety to combat. The developers are emphasizing skill-based shooting, rewarding players who learn how each weapon behaves rather than relying on artificial aim assists or overly simplified mechanics. Movement system, a return to Battlefield's best mechanics. Movement is just as crucial as gunplay in Battlefield, and the new game is bringing back some fan-favorite mechanics while refining player animations and traversal mechanics. Confirmed movement enhancements. Crouch sprint allows players to move quickly while staying low, offering more tactical mobility. Combat dive and landing roll, borrowed from Battlefield 5. These mechanics help maintain momentum when moving through the environment. Players can dive into cover or roll to reduce fall damage. Vaulting and leaning improvements. The game will introduce better visual indicators for when vaulting or leaning is possible, making movement feel more intuitive. Refined soldier animations. The developers are revamping how soldiers transition between different movement states, making gameplay feel more fluid and responsive. A big question remains about leaning mechanics, whether it will be manual, like in Rainbow Six Siege, or contextual, like previous Battlefield games. Manual leaning could add more tactical depth, but it might be difficult to implement smoothly on controllers. Regardless, these movement upgrades should lead to a more immersive and skill-based combat experience. Why the NDA? The reality of leaks. Battlefield Labs is currently in pre-alpha, meaning many features are still work in progress. The NDA, non-disclosure agreement, exists to prevent premature leaks of unfinished content. However, as history has shown, leaks are inevitable. The moment playtests begin, footage will surface online, whether EA wants it or not. Some players may not fully understand the NDA terms and could accidentally share information. Even if EA enforces bans on those who break the NDA, the leaked footage will spread uncontrollably. Some speculate that EA might be allowing leaks strategically, similar to how Valve handled the Deadlock leaks. Controlled leaks generate buzz and free marketing, even if the official policy states otherwise.